Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th going to the 13th of August. So let's see what's going on for you guys. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. Don't be a stranger around here, alright? You're all welcome. And that way you get to see when the videos are uploaded straight away. So you don't need to search me in or anything, or if you want. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. Let's get you one more card for Taurus this week. Alright. And let's get you a keyword for the week also, and an affirmation. Sorry if you guys can feel like the whole screen is moving. I hope you guys enjoy my setup. Make sure you let me know that too. Alright, overall energy please for Taurus this week. Interesting. Right, so a key theme coming through for you, and I've just got one card out, but it's already clear to say that your growth is coming from internal growth first, and then it will manifest in your external. I do believe that you're trying to find some peace deep down. The number 4 is going to be very significant for you. You might be seeing 444 in certain places, on car registrations, on, I don't know, on the time, whatever it is on the clock. Because you are in your healing phase. I do believe you've had a lot of pain happening. Maybe you've had some health issues also, or there's been a lot of things that you may have been struggling with internally. I would definitely say this is a really good time to sort your health out, or make sure you are going to see professionals to get advice from any problems you feel like you have. Even if they are like mental struggles, I really do feel like this is a really good time to get that solved. Like, not solved, I don't think that can be solved in an instant, but to get some advice, speak to some professionals this week. That's very important for you. Make sure you're seeking advice this week as well. But ultimately, I feel like because your first card is the 4 of Swords, you're really focusing on healing. And the best thing about this is that as much as there are 3 swords there that you're addressing it. They're no longer in your heart. So you're dealing with how to heal from certain pain that you've been through, how to heal from certain experiences. It feels like numerous experiences, okay, that you've been through that may still impact you or are impacting you, and you're seeking truth in these situations, which is why this 1 sword is with you here. So this is a really good time to focus on your inner self, again, on healing. This is a really good time to meditate, by the way, a really good time to do things that are healing, whatever that might be to you. Again, it's speaking to professionals, speaking and getting help, or whatever it may be. All right, Taurus, like I feel like this is more to do with your inside, and I'm of course going to relate it on a spiritual level, but I am also feeling like it's a physical level too. But on a spiritual level, I really feel like you're getting to kind of know yourself, to know your emotions. This is a good time to journal. As you can see, my hands are on my heart here. Nothing is ever a coincidence. It's something to do with your heart space that's going on here. I feel like there's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of impact on your heart, all right, your emotions, your love, all right. You may have been through a lot of difficult situations when it comes down to that. But your main card, or your main keyword, should I say, is growth. So Taurus, what you're doing is growing. So even if it feels like you're taking some time out, you're taking a break, all right, then you're still growing, all right? Sometimes that's the biggest move we can do if we're constantly on the go. Sometimes we're actually pressing on the accelerator when the brake is up. So when you're actually stopped and able to look at your situation, that's when you can fix a problem, you can find a solution much clearer, and get moving, So it seems counterproductive to you, but in reality, you are actually doing a lot of growing at this time, and actually the best growing that you can do. I think that sometimes we can push so hard to change our external world, and it ends up being the same all again and again, leading to the same result. But when we do some inner work, change our expectations, instead of expecting bad things to happen because that's all that we've known, we start to actually consider other possibilities. If other people can have great outcomes, and so can you. You're completely deserving of it, but maybe you haven't felt deserving of it. Maybe you've expected bad things to come. So that's what's come up, So growth coming through is, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So I will see you guys becoming deeper, but it's coming from some pain that you've been through. So in your oracle cards, the first card you have is peace. So again, you are finding peace with difficult situations. I really do believe that there is a blessing within this, and maybe this is what you're seeing with difficult situations, is even though these have been tough, you are learning to heal it. You're learning to turn it into something amazing. As you can see here, the dove bird is extending the olive branch here, which is about peace, forgiveness, should I say. Forgiving our past. Maybe you are communicating with people who may have hurt you, or you may have hurt them, or whatever. It does feel like it's a level of mending, but even if you're not physically, literally communicating with somebody, you're just doing that on the inside. And sometimes we don't need to justify someone's behavior. Just because we forgive it doesn't make it right, doesn't make it okay, doesn't mean that they get away with it. But what it means is that you let go of the pain that it caused you, so that you can grow in your life. Because pain, anger, resentment really does build up in your own body, and it can stay there. And then that can kind of manifest in your world. And then you react in situations with those emotions, and then you lack trust with others, and it can stop your growth. You know what I mean? There's better ways of saying it, I'm sure, but me, I'm not like the best with my words, but it feels like you're understanding now that all that has done has delayed you, and I feel like you don't want to be delayed by pain anymore. So you are learning how to address it. Healing is a journey, so it's not going to be fixed straight away. Just make sure you give yourself grace with that. But you're understanding that when it does happen, whenever this egg is ready to hatch, it will. So whenever the blessing is ready to show itself, whenever the good is ready to show itself, it will. And I feel like this is also where peace is coming through. If you've been expecting something to happen and it's just not been happening, you're making peace with it, you're moving forward and letting it grow in its own time. And that level of trust in the universe and in good things happening is enough, Taurus, for it to happen. So it feels like you are starting to get a bit better with kind of changing your life, but again, from within. All right, let's clarify the peace card. We have the Knight of Wands. So again, this is kind of an energy of very similar to the dove bird, of where it's kind of going away from this egg, letting it do its thing. You might be called for more adventure. All right, Knight of Wands energy is all about seeking. And I feel like you guys are in this element of seeking for what is more in your life. So there could be some desire to travel at this time, to plan some travel, to plan some sort of adventure in your life. The Knight of Wands is a conquering energy, is all for knowledge. You guys could be learning more. And also Sagittarius energy is also 9th house in astrology, so it's also about your spirituality. It's about your philosophies and your beliefs. So that is what's changing. You're more experimental with new beliefs. Maybe you are researching more, finding new things out, and it's piquing your curiosity. All right, piquing your curiosity, whatever the words are. All right, again, I have just said I'm not the best with my words, but I hope you guys understand. It's piquing your interest, or it's sparking some curiosity, and I feel like you're more likely to go on adventures and to do things differently at this time. You're in this youthful phase, which is interesting. All right, now the second oracle card that you have is soulmates. So that will be another theme for the week, okay, to do with your relationships. Soulmates is coming through the Knight of Pentacles, so there could be an offer opportunity coming through in your relationships. Okay, this is a very stable offer. We also have the Star card here. All right, so there could be a level of healing something with somebody. The Knight of Pentacles and Star, maybe you are collaborating with other people at this time, healing your relationships at this time. Some of you could be, again, more on a search. If you're single, you could be more on a search for stable love, and the Star card says that you will find it. It's a slow moving journey for those who are single, by the way, but you are going to find somebody who's exactly what you want, because the Star card is wish fulfillment, it's vulnerability, it's getting what you asked for. And the Knight of Pentacles is slowly but surely going there, planting the seeds. So some of you are just starting a journey of finding the love of your life. That's what it feels like. Or like going out and exploring. I think there's a bit of openness coming from the Knight of Pentacles, that what you're looking for is real, true love. So you're going to be able to go out and meet more people. And if they're not fit in the category, then it's okay. We can carry on moving. You're open to understanding that, okay, no matter how long it takes, I know that it's out there, and that's what I'm gonna get, and you will get it. The star card is Aquarius energy, so that could be a star sign for you there, but it is just about being getting your wishes fulfilled. Then the next card that you have is serendipity, being in the right place at the right time. This is my card of lucky opportunities, of fate kind of having its way of like falling into your lap a little bit. But serendipity is also my card of free will. So there is an opportunity that will come up for you this week. It is up to you if you want to take it or not. Let's clarify what the serendipity is about. King of Wands, it could be to do with your career. All right, you have the Queen of Cups coming through. The Five of Wands. I don't know, this is interesting. Five of Wands can mean competition. So maybe you'll find yourself in a very highly competitive situation where you might have to be going up against certain people. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, there could be two people involved. Like whether this is an interview with two people. Whether this is some sort of argument that leads to somewhere, like between you and somebody else. It does feel like some sort of financial reward coming through. Because this conversation, maybe you'll meet somebody. The purpose of going ahead with something seems to be, like, I'm feeling like this is a very trivial card with the Five of Wands. Like it's not the competition. I don't know what this is. It almost feels like you might meet somebody very special by trying to go after something. And maybe you won't get that situation, but you're going to meet someone when you're there. That's just going to suddenly spark something. Like, I kind of feel like something very unexpected is going to come from a situation. You go there for one thing, and you come out with something else. You know, that's what I'm feeling. It's very interesting. Anything else for Taurus? Let's clarify this Four of Swords. The Death card, some of you may be really grieving a situation that came to an end here. With the Death card, it could actually be an actual passing away of somebody. My condolences to you if this is something that you're going through. The Death card is also just transformation. And sometimes when your whole life changes, it can feel like that Death card, you know, like that whole stage of my life is over. Like I can't get that back. So whether it's a relationship ending, a job situation really changing, really something really transforming, you know, because even though it may not be a complete ending, something cannot go back to how it was. And that's what the Death card is about, is complete transformation. It's something that kind of happens inevitably. My Death card is the Death card to me, and my interpretation of it is inevitable. Whatever was supposed to happen happened, and it can take a lot of healing from, because you know there's a lot of things that can come from this. Death card is not something that we ever want, but it's something that has to happen for new cycles to begin. So the Four of Swords is like you're taking a break from that, you're healing from that situation. Six of Cups could be something to do with the past, right? It could be bringing up nostalgia from the past, okay? And again, this is something that you're healing from, is some past situation. You might be having a lot more memories of the past at this time, and this is something that you're healing. I think this will help you heal to some degree, as long as we're addressing it and choosing to heal from it. Anything else for Taurus? The Five of Cups. Yeah, there's just some disappointments about something that may have happened. The Five of Cups is just disappointments. But they are saying that when you are ready, there are still two cups around you that you can still use. Like, as much as the situation may feel really horrible and you need healing from it, absolutely. Like, don't be afraid to cry, don't be afraid to let it out. I think emotions need to flow somewhere, and if otherwise they just get bottled up inside and then they explode into something and manifest into something we don't want. So it's really important to process your emotions, let them out when they need to be let out, to understand that this was a very hurtful and a very sad situation, but you're healing from it. You will move forward from it, and whenever you're ready to, you always will have something behind you when you're ready to look at it. That will take you across this bridge here and where is it you want to go, okay? But whatever the situation is, you might be reflecting a lot on it at the moment and feeling in your feels, which is fine. It's okay. I feel like whatever this is, it is a part of your growth. So it does have its benefit in whatever way, but again, it's a very helpful situation regardless. For Taurus, please, this week. Beautiful. You have a firecracker here, excitement coming through. Okay, there is an exciting situation coming through. You have throne, position of authority. So some of you could actually work your way up in your career. All right, maybe that's what it is. I do believe that some of you may be going into a very highly competitive thing, but you might be very surprised with the result of it, okay? And we have wishbone, a wish is granted, and you also have staff coming through, Taurus, so you'll be taken care of in difficult times. Okay, so overall it is very good. I think that whatever has happened is a past energy, is lingering, something you're dealing with. So yeah, give yourself grace, Taurus. It's very important to go through these feelings and emotions, all right? Heal from them. That's why they come up a lot of the time. So we can see them differently. But everything is going to be all right. Okay? I send you my love. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. And if you want to turn notifications on, then you can, and you'll be notified whenever I post, which is weekly. And yeah, if you like the reading, let me know down below. If you like my setup, let me know. I'm very happy about it, if you cannot see already. There's some adjustments to make, but I'm very happy about it. So I hope you guys are too. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. All right.